from 10 to 11 on the new Core Country to Say It Loud. Core Country Proud, bringing entertainment news, community projects, and interviews with artists worldwide.
You're listening to Say It Loud, Core Country Proud. So we're talking in studio with Greg Dunmore today, and we're going to talk about doing your own radio show. So do you have any tips for people who want us to get started?
Yeah, I think I do. Now, I work with Mildred Gaddis, and Mildred Gaddis has allowed me to, she does a show Monday through Friday. She's on WCHB 1200 AM 99.9 FM in the greater Detroit area. She's on from every day from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. And also on the internet, WCHBNewsDetroit.com, you can hear her there. And Mildred has allowed me each week to have a segment which is like my little show. And she even calls it my show, but it's really her show. And I do it every Thursday from 12:30 to 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and then it's rebroadcast from 6:30 p.m. until 7. So, twofold. I get a chance to actually lead the show with the great Mildred Gaddis, and we work together, but there are many times where I've had a chance to actually host a show all by myself, and I'm doing interviews also all by myself. And so what I think, I go back to what Steve Holsey, who's the entertainment editor of the Michigan Chronicle, told me when I asked him, how does one become great at what they do as a writer? He says, well, you know, what you got to do is do it from the heart. You know, you can study, and I'm not against studying, because certainly as a journalist, I understand the importance of studying one's craft. But when you do it from the heart and you have studied, so there's a foundation of knowledge, I think that's one of the secrets that you have to always understand, that the more you take in, the more you can output.
The more prepared you are going into a situation. I always do my research.
Yes, that's important.
Because I don't want to feel like I don't know what I'm doing, and I'll tell somebody I don't know what I'm doing if I'm lost. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think in hosting a show, you have to know there's a balance between what you do as a person who's stimulating your guest, if you're talking to a guest at that time, and I think showing an interest, and the interest really comes from the heart when you, outside of the studio, have that same love for a diversity of things. I know that I'm that sort of person. So I love soul music. I love country and western. I love rock music. I love jazz. I love it all. Okay, like I said before.
Music.
I love music, yeah. And I really love good music. Like I said, Lionel Hampton told me there's only two kinds of good and bad music. So I love good music, and even the bad music gives you something to talk about. So I think when you show a true heartfelt interest in whoever you're talking to, in the subject in which you're talking about, that's always something that the audience and the world of wherever they are, internet world, TV world, radio world, you know, when you are connecting to the audience, they can feel it. That energy that you cannot pay for. It's either there or it's not there.
And you can't fake it, really.
Right, you can't fake it.
You can't. I mean, we do our show, we talk about being moms. We're moms.
Because that's what we know.
Yeah.
So we give money-saving tips. We do
recipes.
But we do community events. We talk about things that are going on, charities we need to help out, and but we speak from the heart, so it's easy for us to do.
We try to find like free events for people to attend with their children, things like that, stuff to do around town. We're trying to keep, because there was a lot of stuff when we looked into it that we didn't even know that went on. There's a lot of things going on downtown that people don't know about, and they need to know about.
Right.
And that's kind of why I watch your show, because I don't know a lot of things that are going on.
Where else do you get the information?
Yeah. And you know what they say, last to know is first to go. And who wants to be the first to go? Because we plan to be around for a long time. And then I also think, something that I think that makes a really big difference is when you know you love what you do. Now, granted, it's wonderful to get paid for what you do, but when you could secretly say that even if they weren't paying me for this, I would still love doing it. So that's a blessing when you really have a chance to follow your passion. So if you're doing a talk show and you love talking and you love talking to people who you don't know, because right now we're talking to people that we may never meet. but that's part of the fun.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, we get up every day and we're excited about our jobs. I look forward to who am I going to interview next. I get to interview one of my childhood favorites in 2 months. So,
and that's who?
Melissa Gilbert from Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, love her too, yeah, wow.
So I interviewed her like 6 months ago, and we're going to interview her again. And I'm just so excited that I get to hang out with someone I still watch on TV every day.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
You know, I've had a chance to interview when I was very young. I was, you know, this is before, whoever is the biggest star today, it's Beyonce. But when I was younger, the biggest star was Aretha Franklin, and she's still a mega star.
Heck yeah.
And I didn't know when I was listening to Aretha and loving her that I would be interviewing her one day, and I've interviewed her more than once, and I've done it on television, I have done it on the radio, and that's also something that, you know, and then she's listened to what I do, because when she has told me, Greg, she sends me notes sometimes, and she says, I listen to you, and she's complimenting what I do.
Aretha.
Yes.
Like,
yes,
whoa,
you got it. I'm
thank
saying
you.
that. Listen, so I will tell anyone that when you're doing radio as a host, you never know who's going to listen to what you're doing, so always be on your A game. That's what Mildred Gaddis says, always be on your A game, because you don't know who's going to be listening, and it might even be an Aretha Franklin, Queen of Soul, or a Melissa Gilbert. It may be her.
Absolutely.
You never know who's listening to you.
You never know. And, you know, if you're just yourself, you're on the radio, just be yourself. And, you know, we've kind of let people come on the show as guest co-hosts just to kind of feel them out to see if they would be good for it. And, you know, we had somebody that came out and he wasn't really truthful. So we just decided, no, we're very honest people. We say it like it is. If we're having a bad day, we just say it, and, you know.
Yeah, sometimes.
We're ourselves.
And, you know, when I asked Aretha for a piece of success advice, she told me, be yourself, because nobody can be a better you than you.
And God made you a certain way for a reason.
Exactly. So if you really embrace your specialness, that is one key to success as a radio host. And then I also have a saying that I have now passed around a little bit as the clock ticks forward. I like to tell people that it is not about the moment, it's about the movement.
Absolutely.
So even though moments make up a movement, but moments come and go. You're going to have some good moments, some bad moments, some so-so moments, but if you're focused on the bigger picture, it's about the movement. It wasn't the civil rights moment, it was the civil rights movement. It wasn't a women live moment, it was the women live movement. And so I think when you're about a movement, you also understand it's always the bigger picture. The great Tony Bennett has a song, a signature song, The Best Is Yet to Come.
Yeah.
And I always think in terms of the best is yet to come, and no matter what I'm doing and how wonderful the moment may be, I know the movement is always centered on the best is yet to come. Even though it's a paradox, even though I know the best is yet to come, the best is currently where we are. So it's kind of a funny thing, you know, it's sort of like I'm in the moment of trying my best to be the best about a movement that is about the best. So it really is the pursuit of not only happiness, but the pursuit of excellence. And I would encourage any host that wants to do the radio interview thing that you guys are doing magnificent.